Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's Joku. I try to stay pretty optimistic through the offseason because I have to support the team that I have loved for so damn long. And I really don't start to get pissed off until we start dropping game after game going through the season. But the signings that have been coming down the pipes over the past couple days are complete fucking trash, and I do not understand it. I tried my best to stay pretty damn positive when we went through our initial signings as soon as free agency started, even though I didn't agree with all of them. But the moves that we've made over the past 3 days are just plain fucking stupid. There is no other way to say it. Trust me, I understand that a lot of these guys that we're bringing in are camp bodies. Nothing more, nothing less. Because you have to have good competition at camp to get your team rolling. You cannot have good competition if you have shit players playing against other shit players. I'm so sick and tired of hearing that excuse from every damn coach that we bring onto this team. How the hell the Raiders and our front office have not figured out how free agency works when so many other teams know exactly what they're doing completely fucking baffles me. And yes, we are in a little bit of cap hell because Mike Mayock had absolutely no business being a general manager in the NFL. But Ziegler needs to go ahead and wake up and figure out exactly what the hell he's doing, and this is not it. The only two moves I agree with over the past 3 days was bringing back our fullback Johnson and re-signing Illuminor. And I'm telling you right now, that dude's going to end up being our starting right tackle going into next season. But all of these other dudes that we have signed over the past 3 days are nothing but a waste of fucking money, and we have very limited cap space as it is. O.J. Howard has proven nothing except that he is a first-round bust in this league. And then bringing in Jordan Willis is a true downgrade from Clee. Just another big-ass step back for a defense that couldn't do shit last season. If I'm Patrick Graham at this point, I'm getting pissed off watching what's happening on the offensive side of the ball and continuing to see the defense get shit on. And I know a ton of people are like, don't worry, we're going to seal up this defense throughout the draft. You sure as hell better, because if you don't, we're completely fucked. And even if we do, we're going to have a bunch of rookies starting on that defensive side of the ball. There is a huge learning curve coming into the NFL. These vet quarterbacks are going to exploit them for the first probably 6 to 8 games, and then everybody's going to be shitting on them, and that's going to start to get in their head, and then they're going to suck for the rest of the season. We have to address these major fucking holes and stop blowing our money. And just real quick, Bobby Wagner changing his profile picture to a pair of dice does not mean shit. Free agency is incredibly simple. You take the limited amount of money that you do have, and you sign the best possible people that you can right off the rip. We easily could have signed CJ Gardner onto this team. But instead of one CJ, you get 5 fucking dipshits. Players like Bolton and Bob Moyer only get cheaper as free agency goes on. Because at some point they start to realize, shit, if I don't sign with somebody, I'm not even going to have a shot to play in the NFL next year. And then you end up signing these dudes for under $1 million a season, and there you have your camp bodies. Meanwhile, you have filled your roster on both sides of the ball with people that actually make a difference to your team. How the fuck can they not see this? We have missed out on countless opportunities throughout this free agency. And the contracts that these players did sign, the Raiders could have easily afforded and then signed all of these camp bodies on the back end of this shit. Please, if you think I am wrong, tell me, because I really want to know, because I do not see what the hell they are doing right now. The past 3 days have been a complete joke. When Austin Hooper shows up on Tuesday, you better sign his ass to a contract so we have some kind of tight end going into next season. For what it's worth, I am sorry that I came out so pissed off in the middle of the offseason, but it just seems like we're already tanking going into next season. I know the Raiders of old used to be just a ragtag group of guys that were thrown together, that were really pissed off at the world and had a chip on their shoulder, and they went out there and they beat the shit out of people. Whether they won or lost the game, they physically beat the shit out of people. That doesn't happen in the NFL anymore, so when you get a ragtag group of guys together like this, it's nothing more than a shit team going into the next season. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm out, Nation.